Sagittarius. Let's get right into this collective reading here for you. Any and all Sagittarius placements? Hello. Fine, we won't shuffle that way. I hope everyone is having a good day or night wherever you are on this planet Earth of ours. Get a clear, honest message for all Sagittarius placements. Always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you are aware of your birth chart at all, please have discernment in that area of your birth chart. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Four of Swords, okay. That came out in Leo's reading too. I wonder if it's similar energy. Page of Coins. Hello. Okay. Nine of Cups for the overall energy on the bottom of the deck. Fulfillment, achievements, maybe things that haven't fulfilled us, things we haven't achieved yet. Judgment, Four of Swords, Page of Coins or Pentacles, whatever you choose. Same thing. I'm not sure exactly what this means for you, Sagittarius, but I get the words, a sense of notoriety. You want, oh fuck, there's something you want that's so specific to, like, this new beginning that I can't explain fully, because it's, like, so breathtakingly, I want to say healing. I feel like this Four of Swords, obviously it looks a lot rougher than you think, but it's almost like sometimes I see that fourth sword that's like in this wolf's mouth. I'm not sure if it's a wolf or like a coyote. Thoughts and thought patterns and mindsets, even certain plans could hurt us rather than help us. But that's like them talking to themselves, someone talking to themselves. How do you, okay. There's so much cryptic stuff. You fire signs have had some cryptic readings today. Aries almost made me cry. Leo's was holy fucking levels of structure, like, not manipulation, but, like, structure, like, transformation. It's almost like manipulation as, like, you have, like, magical powers and you're transmuting things. And then this is, like, so much. Okay, these lines here, I see these lines wrapped around you as, like, different dots that connect in so many different ways. And it's trying to keep track of all these dots and all these lines that are connecting that, like, some of you may or may not have a, I think some of you do have a slight spiritual awakening along this way. I want to be very clever on how I share this perspective of a spiritual awakening, because these things can happen in various little ways that we may not realize. And once we realize, oh, we really made a change for ourselves, that's, like, the awakening sometimes, is awakening to this change of habit. And this is where everything's like, oh, I did this because of this, and that because of this, and this memory because of that, and that's why people act like this, because they're probably dealing with that in their lives, and all of these dots are connecting, and it's like, understanding why your bully hates you because they probably have a shitty life back home, and they see you doing okay, maybe not perfect, but like decent, a little better than what they're doing, and they're just like, gotta bully you, and you're like, oh, well, I understand that now, and it's the dots of like, but what if people grew up differently, and then just playing it out. It's like someone trying to see all of these dots as not only what ifs, but also things that have happened. Like, what if this, and what if that, and then, but this is what happened, and this led to that, and this domino effect, and this butterfly effect, and yada yada yada. Like, there is the awareness of the butterfly effect, I think, slash domino effect, whatever you want to call it, of life and choices and how we're raised and the experiences we gain in our lives and the environments we are in currently, grew up in, are trying to enter in the future. There is so much to us. There's so much to life that makes us us as human beings, and I think this is the collective understanding of that due to a habit you have, like, genuinely, I think, recognized to not overcome. So it feels like overcome, but it feels like, oh, hey, today's the last day I gotta do this. Like, it's Judgment Day. Like, we have our enlightenment. We can feel good without this habit anymore, or we can reframe this habit. Let's say a common thing is how we feel about ourselves in just human nature. We're never gonna feel like we can actually do the things we like really want to do sometimes. So flipping it on its head of like, no, I actually can do this, is like these different shifts in mindsets that's happening. I think there's a little bit of psychic awareness here for some Sagittariuses, but like, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be like a psychic medium. It just could be, for someone earlier in the chat was talking about their Sagittarius friends, like, just oddly timing things perfectly. It just, things worked out perfectly, and then you got to hang out with every one of your friends when you weren't sure if everyone's plans were gonna actually work out, and everyone was kind of worried, and we're like, oh, should we just cancel? And then like something happens to where, oh no, this is perfect, we could just do this, and then everyone's like able to get on board and has a plan and has time in their schedule, kind of a thing. There's like a weird, not weirdly time events, but weirdly synchronistic events that's like, oh, like things just happen on time and like fluidly, like weirdly getting to work like exactly on time, like on the dot, and doing that a little more often than you would normally expect yourself to do it. Or I feel like for me, like a best example, because like the only example I can really give that's like a quick one, quick and easy, is I thought I wasn't going to get up before 6 a.m. today because I wanted to get up before 6 a.m. and I actually ended up waking up before 6 a.m. and getting some things done. There's so much I got to do in the background, but that's fine. Recognizing, hey, I did something on time for once, and you didn't expect to actually do it for once. There's that energy of, okay. This is weirdly like, we're in a flow here, a flow state kind of a thing with what feels like life. This is where Judgment really has something to say. I'm curious of why Judgment wants to be in the past. It kind of put itself there. I'm gonna let it flow as the cards go. Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. The Devil. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Wands. You really had an idea of how you wanted your independence to be, and I think you knew how devil-like energies will fuck up plans for you and how your future is genuinely needs to be, how it needs to be supported, how it needs to be thoroughly planned out, and I feel like intellectually planned out to how you individually want it. Nine of Pentacles always reminds me of our individuality and our independence in life. So take your time to even, like, not count your blessings, but count the things that make you you. It doesn't have to be like a blessing. It's just, hey, is this the thing that makes you you at the end of the day? Cool. All right, tell me more. What else? If you only have like a couple things, that's cool too. Doesn't have to be a lot. But there's a method here of, oh, I don't want to stray from how you see yourself, Sagittarius. What did I just say there? You don't want to stray away from how you possibly love yourself? Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. Hope you are enjoying the reading live. This will be uploaded to YouTube later. Four of Swords. Ace of Swords, clarifying the Four of Swords here. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. The Sun, Six of Wands. Interesting. Here, just for clarification, I do have on my website a list of all of my tarot decks, so if anyone is curious, because someone in the Twitch chat was curious what deck, or you're just saying my deck looks cool, which I agree and I want to share. I don't want to gatekeep my tarot decks, so my website will probably be linked, like if anyone's in the future watching this on YouTube, it's going to be linked somewhere in the description and you can find it there. Clarifying Four of Swords is Ace of Swords, the Sun reversed, and Six of Wands also reversed. You have a passionate sense of self about you. I think that can't be forgotten, which is one thing I will admire about any Sagittarius, like sun sign Sagittarius ever. I have never seen a Sagittarius not completely, like, see a project through to its finish. Like, there's always a Sagittarius that is going to complete a project until it can't be completed anymore. Or until they just don't want to do it anymore. They're like, oh, okay, I think this has run its course, and I want to try something new. And then they just, alright. They, like, take their moment to relax, and then boom, they're right on to something else. And I just, like, how quick it is, it's so fiery, and it feels so, like, admirable in the sense of, imagine treating your own sense of self in that sense of, okay, I'm now gonna move on this path of choosing me, but not choosing me in, like, I'm gonna choose me in everything in life. Choosing you in how you love, like, yourself. Because I think no one gets to really take that from you, like, when it's the true internal, like, hey, I actually really like myself today. Like, not feeling weird or anxious that someone either could take it away from you or that, like, it's cringy or embarrassing or whatever. But in reality, it's an aspect of you that's true to your heart and your soul, your well-being, and I think this enlightenment that you've been chasing for yourself. And all it takes is Six of Wands. It's in reverse. You need to recognize it for yourself. You need to recognize it for yourself. This is where the Page of Coins gives me this, like, I see the little wavy things on above the person's head that, like, are supposed to kind of be like the sun or like the clouds, like the misty, warm sun of the morning. But I see it as, like, almost like psychic, like if someone were to draw, like, psychic powers, that's kind of how I would see it. So it makes me think that you're really, like, intuitive. As soon as you start to acknowledge this sense of self of yours. Because I think you are choosing to really move forward with this Ace of Swords. Really take hold of it. But see those moon crescents? There's always some enlightenment here. Symbols of, like, the moons or moon phases usually associate with the High Priestess. And the High Priestess talks about, like, higher self or intuition and, like, that true you that just kind of calls to you at random times. And you just can't explain it. No one can. I can't really explain why I genuinely love reading tarot, but there's something about it that I can't stop. It just feels too, like, in tune to my nature. But also, I feel that same way when I cook sometimes, when I dance, when I started flow arts and stuff. There's all these other things in life that can make us feel that way. It's not just spiritual things. But mundane things can be spiritual too. Taking a shower can be like a cleansing type of energy for you. I use showers as like spiritual cleanses all the time. Clarifying the Page of Coins is the Seven of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Cups reversed. I think I'm seeing you want to throw redundancy to the wayside. And I think the redundancy is, hey, how can we reword everything? Because there are too many cliches out there that just, it doesn't let your brain actually process what the cliche is actually, like, trying to say. Because cliches are cliche for a reason. That's something my boyfriend always reminds me of, because I'm like, yeah, I understand where they come from. I feel like it is a benefit to want to word them differently so you can understand how to, like, actually process the true meaning behind certain cliches. Because also certain cliches are a little more harsh than life really kind of is in the moment, or a little more harsh than I believe they should be. The bottom of the deck energy, and I don't need you all to get scared now, is the Tower reversed. I think this is where this true aha moment will kick in. And I can't explain to you when, what, and how that is going to look. Or how it's going to feel, or what it's going to be. Everyone has a moment of, holy shit, I want to live for myself. I actually see myself wanting to live for myself. There's always a moment, and it's always in the things that we truly love to do. And when we truly acknowledge and recognize what our heart desires. Hey, do we want to stand on a stage and be this person in a play? And we don't have to be on Broadway, but you can at least be on a stage acting in theater. Or do you want to act in front of a camera? Or maybe you want to be a scientist, go to NASA and work on spaceships or something like that. There's so much in choices, in even how to go about the choices you want to move forward with. It's like you want to do something, but how do you go about it? How do you execute it? Kind of a deal. This is where you got to work with yourself. You must work with what your heart is truly calling towards, because I think that's the big thing that's being ignored. And once it's opened up, oh, hold on. I think that's kind of something I really like to do. That I want to try and do that again. Let's go and plan and schedule a day to do this thing that we really desired to do as kids. Run around in the grass, and whether you're dancing or you're just running around and just laughing and playing and having that youthful joy in something. I think that's a key. Like, whatever you find genuinely fun, like you got to find a little more fun in your life here, because that's the thing that's going to find you the path to yourself. Because that thing that you find fun, that was the thing you found fun when you were a kid. And that is the innocent, true you. Okay? Not even when you're a kid. It could just be things when you were younger. I'm 25 years old. You could be a lot older than me. So always account for other younger selves of you. I know there's a lot in my teenage years that I just don't remember. So I go through little things of like, oh, I didn't get to experience this. I want to try and do that when I'm older. And sometimes I sit here and I'm like, oh, I wish I could. But I would try to remind myself, all right, well, sometime in the future I'll be able to. And keeping that thought is also keeping the hope of my like youth alive, that inner child, I think, or that kid at heart I think we all have. Because let's be honest, sometimes it's fun to just explore like a little kid. Parents will be like, don't go near those animals, and the animals are actually like super chill with you, and you're like, dang, what you mean run from these animals? These are cool. These are my homies. This is that big, ooh, I see these triangles in the Tower card almost as like, this is where like all this information of like yourself and sense of self, I think, will start flooding into your brain here. Allow it to flow like water. Give yourself the space and the safe space and time to let all of this knowledge and this aha moment flow like water. You need to not stop anything, okay? Let it flow. And thank you. Let it flow and let it go. And thank you for just letting me read your cards. Thank you for being here and listening. I hope you all enjoyed that. We are not ending on Twitch just yet. We will be soon. But, because this is the last reading for the stream. For anyone who is watching on YouTube in the future times, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.